Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and welcome back to Caveopolis. Chilled's not available today because he's in the middle of clan battles on World of Warship, so good luck, sir. But it's not a game I play at the moment, maybe one day. We have a small issue. I've logged into a small issue, and my whole system over there with the tree sap and all that stuff has stopped because our rosin drawer is completely full. I'd like to just use the rosin. There is no real uses for rosin in this pack other than for fuel. So even if you compact it into a block, it's just fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab... Come on, get rid of that. I want another connector, which the XNet stuff. I have some. I've got cables. Let me grab... Just a blue connector would be fine. I do have everything. Nice. One of these. And let's just grab a couple of cables. I'm not sure. I don't need many. And all I'm going to do is set the system up to export to a Stirling Dynamo. Now we had one down the bottom there, so I've just popped it up here. So I'm just going to jump that there. And it's just going to feed into, it's probably not the greatest spot to feed into. Actually, it's not really the greatest spot to feed into at all, is it? Let's not put you there. Like, hello? There's a magnet when I need one. I really don't have anything I can build with. Fine. Oh, goodness me. Did I get it? Yes, I got it. I just had to walk around this side. I'd like to put this somewhere where it's actually going to be useful. I mean, it ideally should be up in there. Or let's be a little bit smarter about this. It's still going to be down here. Don't get me wrong. I can actually pop it there and save myself some stuff. But let's just get a flux point plug, whichever one it is. No, I need the other one. That one's point. I need a plug. Do I have the stuff for that? Probably not, right? I need the flux lock. One of them. Oh, I'm missing the dust now, really? There's the dust. You happy? I want one of these. Provides energy. No, I want the one that want this one. I don't know why I'm getting all confused today. I'll get there, everyone. It'll happen, and I need more. I'm having a great day. Having a great day. Adoop. Should have enough now. And that one, cool. Let's grab this and set this thing up on that so that getting all confused and everything. This is ridiculous. Let's just run back around here. Pop. And you will be connected. I don't know why we have two. I don't have the password unless it's going to be something like... Nope. I don't know. What have you done to me? What have you done to me, Chilled? Doesn't need to be encrypted. Really? Really? Oh, the joys of doing this. I'm guessing that it's got a problem. I don't know what the password is, so I might need to reach out and find out what the password is, because if he's gonna, because he is available, but he's just not available to record. Which is fantastic, because he's gone changed everything on me. It's rude. Okay, so worst case, I'm gonna connect it into here anyway, right? No permission for this. Ugh. What a pain. What a pain. Right. Anyway, this is what I want. It's going into that network here, but like, I don't know what the password is. That's cool. I'll just set up the rest of this, because what I want is I want you. I'm gonna need one bit of rosin, aren't I? Oh, running. So once I've got this done, our next step is to progress into Powah and grabbing a few of those materials and running a Powah setup. So I mean, that may change again for what we're doing, but let's just quickly, this here, I want to change this to items. I mean, I probably could do it here, actually. If I create this as an insert with rosin, and then extract here rosin. Cool, that's up and running, and it's filling. And it will fill pretty quick, but things will also hopefully kick the rest of the stuff off, right? So things are now triggering because we've pulled a stack out. It's still going to fill up pretty quick again anyway, but things will now start to process again. Yeah, perfect. All right, so once I get this set up, enable wireless, not bar. That's in the wrong network anyway, right? It needs to be this one. Again, I'm not really sure what he's used for a password. Anyway, it's cool. He'll give it to me eventually. All right, so that's up and running. That will help us move along and kick things back off again. Let's pop these things away, and then let's open up this. So our next step, we made some dielectric paste in the previous episode. Let's make dielectric rods, which is this recipe. So let's see what we can do. And I'm going to go at power. And cool, I want some of these. No iron bars, that's okay. Figured it a bit like that. We get 4 sets. And then let's make some of these. Okay, that's the quest. And then it wants these ones, so like I've just got to do this. Cool. And then it wants the dielectric casing. So that's 2 of each. So that. And let's make this. No, you don't have either. Hey, there's a dielectric casing. Now, you've seen me do this before, and again, I've normally will automate this with XNet as well. So it requires us to make an energizing orb, which just hopefully it's just going to be glass, normal glass, and not something else weird. There it is. A little bit hard to see with that background. I'm missing horizontal ones. I'm going to do that. Get some of them. And I know it's a little silly, but I may as well just grab some of each. All right, let's make one of them. Right, so there's an energizing orb. Then we're going to want to make an energizing rod. So let's make some of this. Well, I should have probably put that in my inventory. I reckon there'll be no, there's no actual. Cool. I was waiting for there to be a quest for that. That's fine. It just wants. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Let me do this. Oh, I used my casing. Derp. Okay. Excellent. Like that. While I'm at it, let's make. I don't know why this is. I'll make some of their cables. Powah does have cables, right? Not seeing them in this. Am I just missing it? Interesting. I mean, we could get like a fernator as well. We could use, instead of pushing stuff into the network there, we could use this, but it generates 20 a tick. Cable. No, doesn't look like. They must have disabled the power cables, and that's cool. So let's just use basic universal for now. I'll just grab, I don't know, 8 of them. And what I plan on doing, I might, because we've got a machine room down here, but then I'm going to need some space. Part of me wants to build it in here, but I think Chilled won't be so happy with that amazing outcome. But I also need to be connected to the network. Which I guess I can do here somehow. All right. Must be a zombie with a music box. It's a little haunting, isn't it? All right, let's just... There's a little bit of space up here. Goes that. And I'd like to set this up. We've got power up here, so I can probably do this up here. And then I'll connect maybe this sort of stuff to it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a hard one because I'm so used to being able to extract from this network that, to me, maybe my best bet is to get another connection to this setup. We do have one in here. There's a draw controller right there that I could connect to. So I could set it, I'll set it up over here. It's fine. You'll go in there. Let's do this. Just for now, I'm going to put this up in here. I'm going to put plug on the end. I want a bit of space here actually, because this is going to end up needing quite an amount. For now, I'm going to put you on this network. It'll just use whatever power that thing's generating. Cool. It's getting up to 10,000. Okay. So our quest is going to require, it wants us to get uraninite, which we do have some. And it wants us to start getting into reactors and energized steel. So energized steel is fairly easy. It's electrum and steel. So if I grab, should be able to get some of that. But you can only do one at a time, right? Electrum. Grab 2 of them and then some steel. Cool, let's grab them. The idea is that this will create... Yep, very good. It'll take some power. It takes 10,000. And it gives us energized steel 2 of. So I will need to set this up with an XNet system. And then obviously the more we play through, the more things we're going to need. But this also unlocks steel casings. Okay. So ideally what I could probably do is we could set up drawers for each of these things. And then I could make it so that the system always keeps in stock X amount. Maybe. I mean, that's a lot. We don't have a network system that is holding that has the full automation. We're still running with the pretty pipes network, which is cool. But yeah, just bear with me. I'm going to grab another controller and I'm going to try and do something. It won't be that different to normal, but I just want to see what I can come up with in terms of automation and connecting in with this over here. I think I can do it. All right, back in a second. Alrighty, I'm back. Now I've been playing around with it and I'm hoping what I've done will actually work. So what I've got at the moment is a drawer set up here. And I'm hoping that my system works, that it will turn itself off once it hits the 64 that I typed in as a value. So I'll show you the code in just a second. Let me get rid of some of the junk that I've been carrying around. We are a little... I've ended up breaking and replacing these so that I can use my network. Chilled has given me the password, but we're going to have to wait till we're both on and then set it up so we can both use it. It's, you know, there's a whole thing here where you need network members and to be able to use other people, etc, etc. So I'll work around that once Chilled's on again. This is just running through. We're at 56, and the idea is I've got it set up with sensor mode and stuff in the programming. So we've got a sensor channel, and the sensor channel is set to here. It's detecting when there's less than 64 output a white, and then on these extracts it's set to run it when it's white, and then we've got this red here and green here, and those ones are set up to whether there's a electrum or a steel in there already. That has stopped. Oh, that's awesome. So that's working. Yay! Hey me. So it is now automatically crafting hardened, whatever that stuff is, that hardened steel. Or electrified steel, whatever it's called. That stuff. This stuff, energized steel. So if I take one out, it should start crafting again. And then make 2 more. Whoop, there it goes. Zip, and it's done. Excellent. So that's awesome. So that's automated energized steel. So that being said, ooh, that's the wrong button again. Push this button. I need to make a steel casing. So we can probably make this now. Let's do it. Casing. Can I have one of these? Is it possible? A steel casing. And that will unlock. I can now break top rock. Interesting. Okay. So I can break top rock. Okay, so that means that up we go. Top of the world. And then we take top rock and drop it into an eroder and it makes end stone, and then we craft our own end portal frames, and then we're going to fight the dragon. Sounds very cool. And then it looks like there's a whole metallurgic infuser making osmium, etc. It's nice. And then Certus. And we get into digital storage then, and then we, making an everything combiner and heading into space. So Caveopolis does feed into Spaceopolis, I think it's called. There is another pack after this one. But let's grab some uraninite. Uraninite. I thought I had some. How are you made, uraninite? Hello? From uranium ingots in an energizing thingo. Raw uraninite. So one of them gives 2. Got plenty of uranium. Uranium? Could have sworn we had some uraninite. Is that the only way it's made? Recipe? Okay. There is no thing here for uraninite. What does it tell us in the quest book? Used inside power reactors to make a lot of power. Okay. So let's deal with this. I'm going to set up a similar setup. And the only downside to using one of these is that whole problem. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'll make another set of these and another one of them. And then let me grab one of these guys. I'm going to pop him there. Cool. I'm going to make another 2. Let's go back to @power. And then I want another 2 of these. Cool. And I want another one of them. And then another one of these. And I will get to a better version of these. Oh, what am I missing? Do I need to take one of these and split it in half? Cool. Do I have the power? I need one of these. Remember if I'd made one already, but I do need one. So let's pop this orb here, and let's pop this here, and then you need to be in link mode. I want you to link to there, please. Cool. So that this one will power this one will power this one, and then I need to go ahead and do a similar setup in terms of redstone outputs, etc. I can use this one here, I'd say, to make sure that there's not so item less than 1, and then I need to actually get a uranium ingot. Let's grab 2 of them. I need to put 1 in here and convert him. That's going to trigger the quest. Very nice. So in here, I want this to read less than 1 uranium, and I want you to output, I don't know, blue. And then we're going to do similar sort of setups over here. I'll be able to make this so that it extracts uraninite only and inserts it in there. That's cool. We're going to do a thing here that we have item less than 64 uraninite. I'm going to put it on yellow. Oops. Guess it triggered for a second there. Cool. So this will need to run when it's yellow. So the extracts here, I'll need another one. Again, this is a little bit wasteful in terms of stuff, but we're pretty much going to copy this. So it needs to be when it's blue and yellow. So this one will be create extract will be uranium, blue and yellow, and then an insert here, uranium. Cool. And this extract should just work as long as there's somewhere for uraninite to go to, right? So if we now go out here, give it a draw, there it goes. So that'll now run, hopefully I've programmed it correctly again. That'll now run until we have 64 uraninite. We're at 13 already, look at that, see? Let's put this one in here so we get back up to the even number. Put this guy away, but that will just process away until we have enough uraninite to continue on. And again, I'll run out of space eventually. I'll double up as much as I can and work through. But because I'm doing redstone control instead of just extracting from a chest where an AE system has dropped it in there, it's a little bit more involved to make sure that I'm not overproducing stuff I need. And if I end up needing a second controller here to run the next few levels of thing, then that's what I'll do. So for blazing, niotic, spirited, etc., I may need a whole second set, and I'll work on that as required. I don't know what these things up here do. I don't know. Like, yeah, if we look, this is actually from can I from RF Tools? That's the same, similar sort of setup, right? If I go at XNet, there's no cards. Redstone proxies. Interesting. I haven't done antennas either. Very extreme wireless range. I didn't know we could do wireless XNet. But that's cool. I would like to get some more, some of these facades as well, so that I can cover up some of these cables, so it's nice and pretty. But yeah, that's done. Look at that. We're at 64 already. Nice. I may need to push that to a higher level depending on what happens when we start processing through materials and making the reactors. That's the word I'm looking for, the reactors. 1 second, just checking how long I've recorded for already. I don't want to bore you guys to death. We're getting pretty close though. Let's see what's left in here. It wants us to make a reactor, start a reactor. And you need to make 32 of these. Is a standard reactor. So 32, I'm going to need, I don't know, what, 8? 8 of these. Okay, so let's make at Powah. I'll make 8 of you. Oh, I'm out of rods. So, okay, so we got 2. Let's make 4 of them. And 3 of these. Cool, and let's make another 6 of these guys. Nope, I made 7, that's fine. Cool. Get rid of that. Reactor, right? I need a bunch of tiny capacitors. Let me make Okay, let's make a few of them. And then let's do that. Okay, so enough for 8. I'm pretty sure it's 32. I might need 36. I cannot remember perfectly off the top of my head. And to fix this one up, let's do 36. I need one more. Hello, can I have one more? Hey, of course not. Of course not, because I only made enough for what I wanted. One more. Very nice. And obviously that thing will be cruising along, making more uraninite. Okay, we have a reactor. Now, I know this isn't the area where I should be building this thing, but I kind of want to. But reactors are made just by placing one, and then you insert just a reactor. Like, I don't know if I should just go to the next level. Making large capacitors. I probably could just go straight to this next level and then eventually maybe even this. There's a better the reactor, the more power it puts out. So it might be worthwhile me doing that. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'll probably get it up to a hardened reactor. And then next episode, hopefully Chilled has told me where I can put the reactor. I'd like to put it somewhere where we can feed materials in, because it's going to need redstone, it's going to need coal, and it's going to need uraninite. And water. And ice too, if we can. If we want it to produce a decent amount of power. But we've got a fair bit of the materials that are processing through, so we'll see how we go. But this is going all right. We're pretty much pushing on the border of where the rosin is, and it should just be generating power as required to fill up this. But yeah, till next time, thank you all for watching. Comments down below. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you then. Bye now.